What's going on, guys? How you doing today? You rocking out with the one and only PhillyDom. I'm out here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and we're waiting for Master Wayne to come on the live, and he's gonna talk to you about side hustles that can, help change your life, put money in your pocket to make you be able to travel or pay off some big debts or some big bills that you have, or saving money for a rainy day. Everybody, is different with money. Everybody uses money in a different way. Everybody wants to use it for many different things. People like me like to travel. Other people like to save. Somebody might want to save for their kids' college tuition. You never know. So it's all good, man. Sasua said, "What up, Philly? All is well, man. What's going on with you, man?" Sasua, what's going on with you? Talk to me. All is well on my end. I'm just waiting for Master Wayne to come ahead and drop some knowledge and some help on you guys to help you guys earn money. Y'all know he does the Amazon, but he has different ways to do it now, so it's all good. New Jersey Nomad said I'm at Sao Paulo Airport on my way. Okay, how long you gonna be there for? How long you gonna be there for? New Jersey Nomad. Star said I'm new. How you doing, Star? What's going on, Star Rain? What's going on with you? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, we almost at 100K, man. We almost at 100K subscribers. I'm so happy, man, and I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. And I thank everybody that subscribed to the channel, believed in me, didn't count me out, counted me in. Now we here with the one and only Master Wayne.
Master Wayne is in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Good to see you, Philly.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. I'm going good, man. I'm going good. What about yourself?
Hey, man, getting ready to get on this plane and come join you in Brazil.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man. So I'll see you soon, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the opportunity and everything. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, no doubt, man. You know how we do.
Yeah, you got to give people their flowers while they living. You know what I mean? Not when they
No
dead. You got to
doubt.
give them their flowers now. I appreciate you taking me under your wing and helping me out with everything. I
Yes,
really
sir.
appreciate it.
We can't wait till it's too late.
Yeah, that's true. You're 100% right about that. So I know you setting it up.
Yeah.
You gonna talk about both of the programs today, the different things that you offer? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really just going to skim through a couple of the slides and really just, talk straight up and answer questions simultaneously and explain, what's going on with Amazon as a whole and how you can use this to benefit.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, Star Rain. I see you said you was brought to the channel by one of the videos I did in Alaska jobs. Yeah, that job situation is still open as well. Just contact me via Instagram for the job work in Alaska, and I can give you the 411 on that, Star Rain. Okay. And my IG is, let me put my IG here. And we ready whenever you ready, Master Wayne. Take your time, but we ready whenever you ready.
Okay. All right. I'm ready. And let me go ahead and get my screen share ready.
No problem. Take your time. Star Rain, that's it right there, Rain. That's my IG. Contact me via IG, and I'll try to help you. They have people have work up there year round in Alaska, so I'll help you. And then World Travelers say, yeah, PhillyDom road to 100K. Let's go. Yeah, we close, man. We close. We like about 250, 300 away. 250, 300 away from 100K, Been grinding hard with this YouTube for a long time now, a couple years, I put my heart and soul into it, so it's all paying off. So,
all right, should be able to see my screen, correct?
I see it. Let me put it up. So Master Wayne will take over from here, guys.
All right.
One and only Master Wayne.
So I am Wayne McShay. My clients call me Master Wayne. I've personally mentored over 75 people towards Amazon success. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So, this is a mentorship and not a course. But I also have a course available also that's a little simpler than Amazon arbitrage. So I'm going to be breaking all that down, telling you guys how I got started. So basically about 10 years ago, I'm married, about to go through a divorce, and I'm in bed with my wife, and she's on her computer shopping, and she's going from one site to the next site to the next site to the next. And at that time, I began to notice that products on Amazon were half the price of products on eBay. So I figured out that people were drop shipping. You know, they would find a good product on Amazon and list it on eBay for double the price. And once it's sold, you would get paid directly through PayPal. Then you went back over to Amazon, purchased the product, sent it to the customer. And of course, every now and then the customer was like, yo, I purchased this from eBay. How come this is coming and arriving in an Amazon box? But most people didn't even really care. So it didn't make a difference. The only thing wrong with that business model is sometimes you go to purchase the product after you've already been paid for it and it's out of stock. And if you find it, it's probably going to be double the price. So now instead of you making money, you're losing money. So I've been really just making money with Amazon and been successful with this whole business venture since 2015. I got my passport and I just started traveling. The very first place I went to was Medellin, Colombia, and I went for 3 months. And then that led me into what I'm about to show you today. And in addition to that, I've been to 15 countries. I've been on 3 continents, and I've been to 41 states. So, you know, my goal is to travel the world and figure out where I want to live. The only time I go home to the United States is for weddings, funerals, and the occasional holidays. That's it. Other than that, I'm out here in the world traveling full time, living like a boss. So what I'm going to do right now is just start flipping through this to give you an idea of what I've been able to accomplish with this business model and why you should even stick around and listen to me. Because if I haven't been successful with this, then, what can I teach you? So first thing first, I'm not just one of those marketers who's going to be showing you screenshots. I'm showing you what I actually had in my bank account. And this was actually a couple of years ago. So you can imagine what I've amassed now. And, this is the lifestyle that, you can have. You don't have to work a 9 to 5. I mean, that whole lifestyle is a trap. All you have to do is just follow someone else's business model who's already been successful and follow that to the T. Let them guide you. All right, so here's a screenshot of my main Amazon account, a balance of $26,584. And this is what Amazon pays you out direct deposit to your bank account every 2 weeks. And over here, you can see what the daily sales look like and how many orders I process per day. And then you can pretty much get but that's the average though. That's not every single day. Now, if that wasn't enough, I don't want you to think I'm screenshotting you to death. So this was my luxury apartment in Santo Domingo. I spent the first 6 months here. That's my computer setup with the 3 monitors attached to it. And here you can see me pressing the refresh button directly on my computer. They tried to convert me over to Spanish because I'm in the DR. And boom, 2 days later, my balance went from 26,000 to 32,000. So you can see this is not Photoshop. This is just me holding my secondary camera right up against the computer screen. And earlier in the video, you can see I had a Cohiba on the table. I'm always smoking Cohibas, and then a remote control to the air conditioner and the television. And here I am just pressing refresh again. And you can see the page is reloading. And those are my today's sales for this account 2 days later, $712. And this was early in the morning, so the day was just beginning. All right, now for all my brothers and sisters who are skeptical, here's a snapshot of one of my bank statements. This is like August. I mean, this is April of last year. And somebody asked me, well, where's your bank statement from last month? And this is a presentation. I'm not going to keep updating my bank statements every single month. I mean, you get the point. It's just overkill, and if I have to prove to you that, I'm 100% legitimate, you could just sort of just look at my lifestyle and see that not only am I doing this, but I'm also training people. And I also have like 5 people under me who are bosses. And I'm going to show you their results and how much money they're making. And here's another statement right after that. So 32,000 for the month. And you can see how much I spent. I spent a lot of money this month. I spent 27,000, but I ended up saving 5,000 at the same time. And if you go back to this one, it's pretty much the same thing. I made 35,000 and I spent 23,000 and I saved 14,000. So if you just look at this from a reverse perspective, I usually save more money every couple of months than most people make all year. In about 3 months, I probably save what most people make all year long. So my parents taught me to go to college, get a good job, work, and then save money. I always thought that was a asinine way to do it. So the way I programmed my brain was, I'm gonna get myself a real good education in school. And so that was my gift right there. I never ever skipped a day of school. I have an addiction to learning. So most people are addicted to drugs, alcohol, or some other fetish. My addiction was learning. So this is why I've also been successful at this and why I can teach other people. So moving on, let's get into it. All right, so what I do with all my free time, with all the money I make, I travel. That's all I do. From one place to the next place. To give you an example, I've now been living in the Dominican Republic for 18 months. And on March the 15th, I'm going to be flying out of here, headed to my next destination, to Brazil. And that's where PhillyDom is right now. So we're going to link up and hang out. All right, I'm going to skim through these. Boom. All the little toys. I like motorcycles. Matter of fact, I bought a motorcycle while I was here and I gave it to one of my homeboys who actually lives here. So just gave it to him free and clear. All right, helicopter tours, little yachts, penthouses. And that's where I am now. I'm in a nice little penthouse apartment in Santo Domingo, just waiting for my flight on March the 15th. Skydiving, parapente in Medellin, Colombia. And let me show this to you real quick so you can see. This is one of my favorite things. It's even better than skydiving because you are literally sailing through the clouds. Look at that. You're attached to an instructor. You're sitting in a harness because it's very comfortable. It's like you're just sitting in the seat and hanging from the clouds. And you can see that's the entire Medellin city below me in the valley down there between those two mountains. So it's just this is just a real good thrill to have and add to your bucket list. Now here I am on top of a mountain. I was a season ticket holder to every sports franchise in the ATL, all the main four. So the Braves, the Atlanta United, the Falcons, and the Hawks. I was at the games when I wasn't traveling. And boom, it was my Dominican girlfriend for the time being that I was here. And this is a day where I bought us both motorcycles and they're just dropping them off. And you can see that smile on her face is just stretched from ear to ear. Every other month before the pandemic, I would jump on a plane and fly from Atlanta to Dallas, Texas, to a place right next to Dallas called Cumberland. And they had this wonderful place called Spa Castle. You can Google it, and it's just a must. It's just a must see, and it's a must experience. Celebrating Halloween in Medellin, Colombia, whitewater rafting in Costa Rica, indoor skydiving, meeting people all over the world. Everybody's happy because they're on vacation. Just a good time. More adventures, horseback riding, four-wheeling, Tennessee, Segway tours. In August, my niece got married out in Las Vegas. So I went out there. I was there for 10 days. So I rented this Black Z Corvette with the red guts. And I went on a helicopter tour to the Grand Canyon. And, I arrived a few days before my family got there. And then my family was there for the wedding. And then after they left, I stayed for a couple more days just to treat myself, right? And here are two of my whips back in the ATL. These are both Lincoln MKZ black labels. They're both hybrids, just fantastic cars. They can go 575 miles on one tank of gas. So that'll blow a Tesla out of the water by twice the distance almost. All right, and you don't have to charge those bad boys up. And then I got another whip. This is the BMW i8 with the gold wing doors. And, just goes with, when somebody asked me, how come I have 3 cars? And I told them that if they made enough money, they would probably have multiple houses, multiple cars, and, depending on whether or not they were male or female, multiple significant others. So it's just, and this right here was me and my villa in Sosua, where I spent the last year training most of my clients. And this is just a little short video of the villa, so you can see just how massive it was and how everything was laid out. So that's me right there doing an MTV crib session. Welcome to the villa. Nice large living room, white kitchen, a huge pool, lawn chairs, a gazebo, papaya trees in the front yard, coconut trees in the backyard, gazebo, a grill, a spa room, 3 master bedrooms, all with king size beds, all with televisions, air conditioning, and a beautiful patio. I used to sit out there and smoke my cigar. And this is where I spent the last year. So I spent 6 months in Santo Domingo, and then I spent a year in Sosua. So I moved from place to place. So just out living my best life. And now I'm on my way to Brazil to live the next half of my best life. Field trip in Tennessee. So first thing I get asked is this a scam? And this is not a scam. If you think it's a scam, you're just unaware of how Amazon operates. So, everybody knows that Amazon got started selling books. That's all they were known for. And where they received this surplus of books, because when the internet started, online universities started to pop up, and that competed against brick and mortar universities, and it put some of those brick and mortar universities out of business, sort of like Morris Brown, part of the AUC in Atlanta. And so this left a surplus of books, and Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, said, hey, let's send all those books into Amazon and we'll sell them. And if you send them in, we'll give you a cut of the profit. And that's how Amazon really got it started. Everybody started sending in books. They started to grow. And then Jeff Bezos waked up one morning and said, you know what? We could probably do this with almost every product on the planet. So that's what they do. Now, 60% of all the products sold on Amazon are put there by people like myself, my clients, and just regular, ordinary people. So you could be one of those individuals. All right, now, not only am I an expert at Amazon arbitrage, not only have I done private label and I've been successful at making money with every Amazon avenue, I'm also going to explain a new phenomenon that's going on right in front of your face. And if you jump on it now, it could change your life. So basically, Amazon has a publishing platform that will allow you to publish books. And we're now living in a state of artificial intelligence is sweeping over the internet. This has been the fastest growing paradigm of ever. All right. So soon as this new paradigm of artificial intelligence came out, it caught Google off guard, and they had to go back and rethink their whole business model. And of course, Google is the largest search engine on the planet. So let me break this down in layman's terms for you so you can understand the magnitude of this. If you go to Google and you were to type in something like recipes for how to make banana pudding, then Google is going to give you maybe that recipe, but a whole bunch of websites where you can go and find recipes for banana pudding. Now, artificial intelligence has changed that. And so Bing has purchased the proprietary platform for this artificial intelligence. So now, if you were to go to Bing, you can say, hey, Bing, give me 10 recipes for banana pudding. And Bing will give you 10 separate recipes for banana pudding, where if you were to go to Google and put in that same prompt, Google wouldn't be able to do that for you. Or you could say, Bing, can you write me a short story for children between the ages of 3 to 6? It may or may not be able to do that for you, but another artificial intelligence software called ChatGPT can. And so what I've done is already learned how to master it and use it. And I can show you how to now have artificial intelligence write you a full, complete book. And then you upload that book to Amazon. And now you get to add published author to your name. And so in this screenshot, you can see that I did 3 searches, short stories for children 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. The combined results of all 3 of those search terms came back with 9,000, 8,000, 9,000. So 9 and 9 is 18 plus 6, that's 26,000 results. Then I did the same search for cell phone accessories and came back with 100,000 results. So what I'm going to be doing is teaching you how to write books, because if you don't even have to write the book, 1. 2, if you write something that needs illustrations, I can show you how to get those illustrations done for free. So writing the book is going to be free, the illustrations for free. And here's the best part. When you write a book on Amazon, it's split into 3 different versions. The first version is the Audible book. So that means you can just download it straight to your AirPods and listen to it while you're driving in the car or while you're at the gym. The second version is the ebook, which you can download directly to a Kindle device or your cell phone so you can read it. The third version is the paperback. And so you don't have to write a book and then have it printed out, all these copies. No, Amazon will print it on demand when a customer comes to buy it. So there's no waste of paper or resources or having a budget just to have all your books published and printed. So what that does is now gives you the ability to write one book after another. And I can show you, you don't need to know what to write the book on. You don't need any subjects. You don't need any expertise. I'm going to show you how to get all that information. And so you could actually write an expert self-help book in the relationship category if you wanted to. You could be almost an aficionado and a professional with almost professor-like intelligence in almost any field. Now, after you have one book, remember 3 versions, Audible, Kindle, and the paperback. You take those 3 books or 3 versions of your one book, and now you're going to upload them to all 19 Amazon platforms. And after you load them to the 19 Amazon platforms, you're going to turn right back around and convert it over to the 13 major languages that the Amazon marketplace supports. So when you multiply 3 times 19 times 13, what you come up with is 741. So this will give you 741 different ways to start earning money passively in your sleep for the rest of your life. You will own your publishing, and you will also own your royalties 100%. And no one would be able to compete with you on your own book listing on Amazon. So on Amazon, you'll have a whole legion of books, because my program is built for you to write 3 books every single week, and it only takes you about an hour to produce one whole entire book, in which you'll be an expert on. I'm gonna show you how to just dress everything up, even how to check for plagiarism, so you'll know whether or not the book is authentic. Now, let me just stop talking and show you some serious results here to show you what's actually going on right in front of your face, but 99% of y'all are oblivious to it. So let me walk you through it right now. All right, so which one is this? First available. Which one is that? Date. Okay, now look at this slideshow. So this is me doing competitive analysis in the niche that I'm thinking about writing in. So I'm thinking about writing in short stories for children. The book only needs to be between 26 and 50 pages, right? So almost all of these books qualify for that. This book right here was written on March the 1st, all right? 2023, that's this year. And let me see, today is March the 9th, I believe. Yeah, today is March the 9th. So 8 days ago, this book was published on Amazon, and you can see right there where it says monthly sales. On March the 1st, it had 4 sales for that day. So that's actually its daily output that it's averaging right now. It's averaging 4 sales per day. So at the end of the month, this one book could potentially have 120 sales in just this very first month. All right, next, the second book right here. This book was published on February the 7th of this year. So I just want you to think back to last month. Think 32 days ago to February the 7th. So go back a whole 30 days and then 2 more days to February the 7th. What were you doing on February the 7th? I don't remember exactly what I was doing on February the 7th. All I can tell you, it was a week away from Valentine's Day. So for me, I was just training clients, enjoying my best life. But had I published this very same book on Amazon last month, 32 days ago, it'd be making me $5,000 a month right now. And that's probably going to be the minimum amount it's going to make me for the rest of my life. So now you guys are starting to see the potential of this. And if you look at the next one, it was written January 25th. So just 25 days into this new year, right? So I almost can't even keep a straight face just showing you guys this, because this is just a once in a lifetime opportunity. And think about this. There are 8 billion people on this planet, right? And out of 8 billion people, how many people are actually writers? How many people publish anything? And then out of that percentage, how many people put their book up on Amazon and convert it over to an audio book that you don't have to record the audio for the book, convert it over to an ebook, takes you about a good 30 minutes to do that. And then, of course, you write a paperback book for any subject that you want. How many people do that? If you were to do that, one book would then give you 3 ways to earn on Amazon for the rest of your life. And if you do 3 books a week for the rest of the year, you're going to have almost 130 books. All right. Look at the 4th book, January the 21st, 4 days later, 4 days earlier, and it's making $3,900. That's $4,000 a month. How could $4,000 a month right now for the rest of your life change your life? And let's break this down from a mathematical standpoint, right? So let's assume you do follow my script. Let's say you get this training and you decide to just follow it to a T and you write 3 books a week for the rest of this year. Well, you're going to have close to 129 books exactly, right? And of that 129 books, remember now those books, you got 3 different versions of them: the audio book, the ebook, and the paperback book. And check this. Most people don't even know this, but when your book is downloaded to Kindle or to the iPhone, the digital download for the ebook, you're going to get paid as people read your pages, because Amazon is tracking that information. So Amazon puts all the Kindle owners in one big pool, and then based on the amount of pages your book is read, you're paid out on average. So think about that. Not only are you going to get paid for people to purchase your books and read them, but you're also going to get paid for people just to read your book. All right, so we're just adding up these multiple income streams into this so you can see the power of it. And look at this one right here. This one was published January the 10th, right? Just 10 days into the new year. All you had to do is have the know-how when this year began, how to publish a book on Amazon, and boom, right now, this one book will bring you in $4,130 for the rest of your life, publishing and royalties. And here's the best part. When you publish a book on Amazon, you get assigned what's called the ISBN number. Stands for International Standard Book Number. And this gives you ownership of your publishing and your royalties. And so you'll be building, a publishing empire, because now you're going to get paid off that for the rest of your life. So think of artists. Nas, I saw a documentary on Nas one time, and from his music anthology, all the music he's made over the years, he's paid out over $125,000 a month off of royalties from his music. And Nas doesn't even own his masters. So now think about what you're going to get paid out from owning your publishing and your royalties as if it were your masters. And Prince was another artist who actually owned his masters, and he kept them in a safe in his house. So, and to give you another perspective on how much money you can make by owning your publishing or your royalties or your masters, Jay-Z was willing to give up all of his albums just for the masters of his Reasonable Doubt album. So I guess that was one of his favorite albums, and just the masters off of that alone is making him a whole lot of money. So now that's going to put you in the same stratosphere as an artist, where you'll be able to earn off of your publishing. And this is huge. And then if that's not enough, I'm also going to show you how to get 2 additional streams of income with Amazon in addition to this. So how that's going to work is I'm going to show you how to do Amazon affiliate marketing. So when people build Shopify stores, they just stock it with products. We're not going to do that. I'm going to show you, if you are going to build a Shopify store, how to shop it with, how to stock it with the best-selling Amazon items. And then 2, how to write SEO articles for each of those items that you're going to promote on your store. And then what to do with those articles so you can get free traffic for the rest of your life. And then how to mark those products up a little bit so now you get money from selling the product, and 2, an affiliate commission because they're buying it from Amazon. So it just works both ways. So, all right, now let me continue on with the presentation so you can see. Now, I also want you to see how much money you can potentially make with a book. So this is just me resorting this information, not by date first available, but by monthly revenue. And you can see, some of these books have been on here. I think the oldest one that I see in this list is 2010. So that's the oldest book. The oldest book is just 13 years old. And look at it only has 131 reviews. So that means this is a non-competitive niche. That means that you could probably catch this person within a couple of months with a brand new book. It'd be easy to get 131 views if you just promote it correctly. So you could go from making 0 money right now to $8,000 a month with just one book. And check it out. The way I had this whole set up is, if you follow my plan and you don't mess around and you write 3 books a week for the rest of the year, you don't need your books to make 10,000. You don't need your book to make 8,000. You don't need your book to make 7,000. You don't even need your books to make $1,000. And just a scenario that I'm laying out for this business model, if every single one of your books only made you $100 per month, at the end of the year, you're making $13,200 a month passively in your sleep for the rest of your life. Now, if your book performs on average, then obviously you're going to make 10 times that amount of money, because instead of your book selling on average 100 times, making $100 per month on average, you're probably going to be making somewhere around $1,500 a month on average per all your books. So, this is just a wonderful strategy. And, just in case you're wondering how come I centered in on showing you guys books in the children's niche, think about Roe versus Wade. The Supreme Court in the United States just made abortions just about illegal everywhere. All 50 states just about, right? So what that means for the future, or at least the next decade or 2 or 3 decades, is that there are going to be more babies born in the United States than ever before. And what our parents trying to do, if you're already clicking right now, especially if you're a parent yourself, we're trying to get our children off these devices. They don't go outside and play anymore like we used to do. You remember our parents used to have a saying, stop running in and out, because we used to run in and out all day long and waste the air conditioning. Parents don't even have to say that anymore, because their child is inside the house on a tablet, on their phone, 24/7. Put in the chat right there in the comment section if you got a child who falls asleep with their cell phone and then wakes up to that thing. And they're on it for hours a day, watching movies, playing games. This is inseparable. I've even seen people giving cell phones to infants, babies. It can't even speak an entire sentence, but they can manipulate that cell phone and watch movies on it, and they're just glued to it. So this is the alternative to that. This is parents trying to give their kids a way to, get off their electronics, because one, it's going to ruin your eyesight because it's up so close. And, you got to start giving your children a variety. All right. And I also wanted to show you guys a couple more things you should know. So 10% of Amazon's worldwide revenue comes from books. All right. I know this sounds small, but that's $28 billion. So this is a $28 billion piece of pie, and the competition is like minus 90%. So, I mean, it's almost yours for the taking. And Amazon is responsible for half of all the sales of the 5 biggest publishers on the planet. All right. And they control up to 80% of all book distribution in the United States. I couldn't imagine giving you better numbers than these statistics. And of course, in 2016 alone, over 7 years ago, Amazon sold more than 4.3 million books. Now, I couldn't even find the data for how many books they've now sold in 2023. But of course, 7 years, they probably, multiplied that number by 7. And then here's interesting something. The average book sells 200 copies in its first year and has sold over 1,000 times over its Amazon lifetime. So if you put your book up on Amazon within the next couple of weeks or the next couple of days, every single book on average is going to sell 200 copies, right? And that's just the paperback version. What about the audio book? What about the ebook? What about getting paid for people just reading the pages of your ebook or your Kindle download? Or also just think about, okay, what happens when you put your books on all 19 Amazon marketplaces? Then you got to multiply that money again. And then what happens when you convert it over to all 13 languages that Amazon supports? Now you got to multiply that again. So, I mean, what I put together here is nothing short of ingenious, and it's the right time because nobody's even paying attention to this. This artificial intelligence has changed the game, and it's going to allow us to write books en masse and become published authors and write quality material before the rest of the world even figures out what's going on. And you're going to own your publishing and your royalties for the rest of your life. And look at this. Self-published authors are paid on a per-page basis of what Kindle Unlimited subscribers have actually read on their devices. So, the pool of subscription money is distributed based on the total subscriber revenue attributed to author royalties divided by the total number of pages of authors' books that have been read. So again, you're going to get paid just for people reading your book, let alone purchasing your book. All right. And let me give you some more data. So the whole blueprint that I have laid out for you is you'll be able to pick your niche. You'll be able to plan out your entire book and have it written for you for free in less than an hour. That's step one. And then you determine if there's a market for your book. You actually want to do this first before you actually start writing the book. And this is reverse analyzing other successful book publishers. And then you want to start the Amazon Kindle process. Boom, your book should be fully written at that time. Now you want to name it. Now you don't need to hire an editor or a proofreader. I can show you how to get the book proofread for free, okay? Even a plagiarism checker that will go out and scan the whole entire internet and make sure your book is 100% unique. All right, next, if you're gonna do illustrations in your book, no problem. I can show you how to get those designs done for free. All right. Then the description of your book and your keywords, you want to make sure that it's optimized so it gets great SEO. And anybody who's looking for that book, regardless of what variation of keywords they type in, then you're going to come up in the search results for that book. And next, you just choose your price and upload your book. And that's it. You are on your way. It's set and forget. It really is. And so again, here's my master plan. There's 44, maybe 43 weeks left in this year. So if you grab the book course, then you're going to learn you can produce 3 books every single week. And yes, you can produce more if you want. It's only going to take you about an hour a day, and you can outsource this. And so 132 books by the end of 2024. If each book, again, only earns you $100 a month minimum, that's going to give you a lifetime residual income of $13,200, no cap. So, the way I have it broken down in the program, I try to actually get you to focus on writing books in the children's niche. And the reason why I do that is, one, Roe versus Wade. There's going to be more children born in the United States than ever before. The second thing I do is get you to split that book up into 4 more variations. And that's based on age, because children, when they learn how to read, they're reading at different levels and vocabulary words at these ages. So a child that's 3 through 6 isn't going to be reading the same book as a child that's 12 through 15. So that's how we can benefit. So one, the book is already broken up into 3 versions: the audio, the ebook, and the paperback. So that's 3. So put up 3 on your fingers right now, right? And then next is going to be broken down into these 4 variations based on the age groups. So now put a 4 on your other hand, and when you multiply 3 times 4, that's 12. And now, so you got 12 variations to make money. Now you're going to take those 12 variations of your books and boom, put them on 19 Amazon marketplaces. Now, let me see, 19 times 12 is going to be what? Doing this in real time. This is not part of the presentation. 19 times 12. Boom, that's 228. And then, of course, we're going to convert this over to 13 different languages. And boom, that gives us 2,964 ways to earn money on Amazon every single day for the rest of our lives. And all you did was write 3 books a week for the rest of the year. That's it, hour a day, and you can outsource the whole process if you want to. All right. If you know of a better offer or a better business model than this right here, please let me know so I can go sign up like ASAP. And if you're wondering what the price is, I'm making this available at the cheapest price possible. All right, so it's available at the introductory price of $897. All right, but the price is going to be going up. So if you grab this at $897, you can change your life. You just crunch the numbers and you can see this is going to give you a way to earn money in your sleep. You don't even have to buy products. You don't have to ship products into Amazon. You don't have to drop ship. You don't need a Shopify store. You don't need to be an Instagram influencer. All you do is you sit your butt down for 1 hour, 3 times a week, and you're going to have a fully published book on Amazon that's going to sit there, and Amazon is going to give you nothing but free customers for the rest of your life. It's like going to the strip club, going like this, and your money never runs out because Amazon is constantly bringing in new customers to their platform. And right now, while we're on this presentation, Amazon serves 51% of the planet. So think about all those children that your book is going to have access to. 51% of the planet will have access to purchase your book. It's beautiful. This is something that has never even existed before. I mean, I've always wanted to publish books, but I didn't want to go through all the rigmarole of writing the book and planning it and trying to think of what I should write about and then get somebody to prove. I didn't want to do all that. But now I've removed all those barriers for us. And so you can really get down to business and not play around. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just open this thing up for questions, because I know some of y'all got some questions, and let's just have a nice question and answer form so I could just answer, whatever questions you guys got. All right. So Pocket Info is asking me, how long did it take you to get to this point? So I started in 2013, Pocket Info, and right around April, it was like April of 2015, that's when I started making some serious money with Amazon. So here's what I did. This is how I got my start. I started drop shipping from Amazon to eBay. I would go find a great product on Amazon. Let's say it was something let's say it was this remote control to my air conditioning. Let's say this remote control is $25 on Amazon. I would go copy the listing over from Amazon, paste everything over on eBay, and then raise the price to $50. This would sell on eBay for $50. Somebody would come and they'd buy it. The money would go straight into my PayPal account. I now go over to Amazon and I purchase this product for $25 and put in the customer's name and address and have it shipped straight to them. I did this from 2013 until late 2014. And then in 2014, I had $3,000 saved up, and I got with a company at the time called the Amazing Selling Machine. The course was $3,000. They only opened up twice a year. They taught me private labeling, how to contact manufacturers all over the planet. And I decided to have a pair of nail clippers developed called the Smiley Face Nail Clippers. If you go on Amazon to this day and you see a pair of nail clippers with a smiley face embedded in them, that was all me. I was the first to develop those. And so what happened next was I purchased 1,000 of them. I had 1,000 of them manufactured. It cost me 36 cents to produce one nail clipper, and I sold them on Amazon for $12.99. So my profit margin after all my expenses was huge. It was like $7 per nail clipper profit that came right back to me. And so what I did was I ran an Amazon sponsored ad campaign, and Amazon just started showing my nail clippers to people who they already knew would buy them. And I woke up 90 days later after running that ad campaign, and I was now making $634 a day in my sleep. And so I let that run, and Amazon, it was like printing money on Amazon. So I was literally went from, making $1,500 a month to now making $18,000 a month. So I got my passport. I started traveling. I went to Colombia, met a couple of guys. One dude had a lot of questions. And then I discovered the second business model, which is Amazon arbitrage, which I also teach and mentor people how to set up. So this is how I got started. That's how long it took me to get to this point. And then once I added arbitrage, I started making a whole other section of money by buying products from retailers, wholesalers, and manufacturers, and shipping those products into Amazon, and they started selling. And so I started teaching my clients how to do the same thing. And also, let me show you guys this, because I forgot to go through it, but this is very important so you'll know the validity of what I've been able to accomplish with Amazon. So one of the things that I've learned in life that somebody told me is that you are not a boss until you make other people bosses. So real quick, let me show you this. So this was actually the very first product that I started to purchase and do Amazon arbitrage with. So this was available from some grocery stores in the Atlanta area, Kroger, Publix, and a couple of others. So, when I went into the grocery store, I found this for $2.86. And they had 50 available, and I purchased all 50. And then once I sent these into Amazon, you can see here that they were retailing at $14.99. So, I would buy the entire stock that the grocery store had. They knew me when I came in there. I had developed a relationship with the stock boys and the stock women. And, they would go get a cart and put all of them that they had in a cart, and I would go pay for them and bring them home and ship them into Amazon. And this is how I sort of figured this whole process out of selling products on Amazon. And so you can see my profit was $7.14. And so, I was spending 143, but I was making that back and then earning 357. So, the interesting thing is I Googled the statistics of how many times the average person goes to the grocery store, and Google came back and told me 2.3 times per week. So almost every day of probably since you were about 10 years old, you've been going to the grocery store probably about 2-3 times a week. And you probably walked past this very same product and didn't even know. And there's hundreds of products in every store just like this. But you don't have to go into a store to do this. You can just utilize software that can help you find these products all over the internet. Same principle. Buy them online. You never have to touch them. Send them in. So it's just a great way to make money. So this is Amazon arbitrage. But, again, somebody once told me, Wayne, you're not a boss till you make other bosses. So that's what I've been doing, making other bosses. This is Walt. He's a truck driver who actually delivers Amazon products, truckloads of Amazon products. And so here he now making 4,300 every 2 weeks. And so pretty soon he's about to come out that truck and start living his best life. So shout out to Walter. He is definitely on the right trajectory. This is Mark. Now, when Mark first reached out to me about, my Amazon arbitrage course, he told me that him and his wife were selling books, but they couldn't break more than $1,000 a month. He got with me. I showed him the secret sauce, showed him how to mix it up in the kitchen, mix it up in the lab, and boom, here Mark is at $11,900 per month. So I was able to help him multiply his Amazon income by 10 times. And that's just, it comes with knowledge. I got 10 years of knowledge, so I was able to 10 times his results. And here is Vanessa. So when Vanessa reached out to me, she told me that her husband used to be the breadwinner. He had a massive stroke, and now, she was living off their savings, and that was limited. And so she was like, Wayne, this has to work because, beyond this, I don't have anything left to do. And so she thought she was going to hit $5,000 a month, but she hit $6,000 a month. And then she went over and did something that she's always wanted to do, and that's finish her little book and finish her, her book about never settling down or, never settle for, something that's good enough. Or it's called The Woman Healed and Whole. And Vanessa doesn't even, she didn't even utilize the knowledge that I have in this book course, my Amazon publishing course. Because if she did, she'd be putting out a book 3 times per week. And this one book will be earning her, lifetime money. And then every week she'll be adding 3 more books to that. So just think of how wonderful this is, an opportunity for existing clients who also got a passion for writing. This is another client. This is Andrea. And within the first 45 days, Andrea was making $1,242. So yes, you can get started quick if you don't play around. And you can see, she said, things have been going well so far. I'm a month and a half in and making money. By the way, the boss is making me post this. I'm not a social media type user. So just think about that. 45 days, she went from zero to hero, and $1,200, that can definitely pay some bills. And when I was out in Las Vegas, one of my clients in California got in their car and drove 3 hours all the way up to Las Vegas just to meet me in person. So shout out to Tavar. And you can see in this screenshot, Tavar was generating $5,000 every 30 days and was averaging about $436 in sales when she took this screenshot. All right, these are 2 more clients of mine, Sheldon and Marsha. And when you really help somebody and you have the knowledge that I have, and you get on the ground level and come down to people's level, and you come back to the community and you're willing to train people and invest your time and energy, they become like family. They become like your brothers and sisters. So, they purchased plane tickets and flew over here to Sosua just to stay with me for 6 days and train and go out and have a good time. So that's the level of attachment that some of my clients have to me. And here's another client. This is Anthony, the Boss Hampton. Boom, another $10,000 a month earner. And these are 3 more clients who booked their plane tickets, flew into the Dominican Republic to sit down in my kitchen at my villa and train with me. So again, you know, this is the type of service that I'm willing to give to my clients. And this was actually my very first client. She used to be one of my volleyball teammates. I've known her for 10 years. And this is her making over $10,000 a month. And boom, this was my second client. So this was Audrey sending me a text message, and she was saying, right now I'm bringing home $3,000 to $5,000 every 2 weeks. And so that's anywhere between $7,000 to $10,000 a month. And that's life-changing money. And these are 2 other guys I met while I was in Medellin, Colombia. Giordano is now a client of mine. You can see here $5,000 in 1 month. And in Medellin, that goes very far. That's like $15,000 a month in Medellin, especially how he lives with the locals and not in any other tourist areas. And this is Luke from Phoenix. And Luke is how I came up with this arbitrage model. I told him I did private labeling. I had my own nail clippers and so forth. And he was like, well, Wayne, can you sell the other tens of millions of products on Amazon? At the time, I had no idea. I had to come home, get into the lab and do some research. And boom, here's my first Canadian client. This is Renee Blake. And, she sent this to me a couple of weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And she had just made her first sale. And today she told me that she had sold some cat litter. So she's doing well in Canada. And in case you're wondering, the competition level in Canada is 60% less than it is in the United States. So she's going to do very well in Canada. And then, these are 2 more of my clients who just flew in just to hang out with me. I'd already trained them. They were already making money. And they just wanted to, come out and spend some time hanging with me. So this is the level of service that I provide to all my clients. All right. So yes, Monita, Victor, the package is $897. So you're going to get my Amazon publishing course, and you're also going to get my Amazon affiliate marketing course. And it's going to teach you 3 separate ways you could be earning money on Amazon within the next 30 days. So, both courses are in recorded Zoom sessions where I actually have clients live on the Zoom call, and I'm walking through the training step by step, and they're asking questions, and we're just having a good time interacting. And so, all right, next question. All right, how long will it take you to teach people about the business? So the arbitrage business, it takes 3 months to get a person from day one to starting to earn money and also be fully trained, where I don't have to babysit you every day or a couple of days a week. But with the Amazon publishing business and the affiliate course, it takes only 1 hour of watching the training videos. So you'll watch both of the Zoom sessions. They're each about an hour long. And after that, you'll know everything you'll need in order to start publishing your own books, having it written for you, getting it uploaded to Amazon, getting it ranked, and starting to bring in traffic and make sales. So maybe 2 hours for my Amazon publishing and affiliate course. All right, next question. Do you have a phone number? And yes, so PhillyDom is going to put my phone number in the comment section so you can give me a call. Also is how to contact me via Instagram or Facebook. And yeah, you actually get access to my phone number, my email address. And if you're looking to join now and grab one of the limited spots, because obviously I'm not going to just make this available to everybody. You guys on PhillyDom's channel are, some special subscribers. So I try to give you access to it first before I'm going to close the doors, because obviously, you don't want everybody having access to this level of information, because you don't want to create too much competition for yourself. So I'm going to leave the door open just for a few elite, exceptional people who want to take advantage of this opportunity, and you understand what's going on right in front of our faces, and you can be one of the first to the marketplace and have a stranglehold on it for the rest of your life. And this is residual passive income. You write one book, you put it up, it earns you money in 3 various ways on 19 platforms and in 13 languages. Now, I only speak 2 languages myself. I speak a little Spanish and a little English, but of course, I'm going to show you how to have your book converted over to, perfect spoken and written languages, so you can now publish your book in all those different languages. And it's just multiple ways to earn money. So yes, Monita, I have a phone number, and Philly just posted it over there. So make sure you grab my phone number and reach out to me. And yes, I do have a payment plan. All right. And okay, next question.
That's it for now. I don't see no more questions.
Okay, no problem.
Here's your
So
phone number so they can see it real quick.
yeah, so that's all my information. If you want to go ahead and get signed up, you can use either one of these, or I can send you a Stripe link if you want to do the payment plan. We'll split so the payment plan will be a little bit more expensive once you put on the interest. So it'll be $1,000. So we'll just give you 3 payments of $333 per month, which will come up to $999. So you'll be paying $100 over the one-time price of $897. So if you want to do the payment plan, just bear in mind the interest. But if you just want to pay for this all at once and get started, then you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to PhillyDom, or you can utilize any one of these payment portals and just send the money over, text me, let you know that you've made your payment, and then I will email you the course, and then you can get started. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can always call me. I'm available 24 hours a day. If it's too late to call me, then just text me, and I'll get the message in the morning or closer to the afternoon when I wake up, because I sleep for 10 hours a day. But guys, I've been doing this now for 10 years, and being in the Dominican Republic for 12 months now, there's a lot of struggle here. And not just here, but even when I lived in the United States, the homeless rate is increasing, inflation is going up, and that job that we're all working, it's just a trap. It's a rat race. You're a hamster on a wheel, and some people don't even realize it. And here's something interesting to note. Regardless of how hard you work, if you were to work 16 hours a day, at the rates you receive raises and pay increases, it still wouldn't be enough to keep up with inflation at a yearly rate. So every single year, you fall further behind. That's why it's almost impossible to get caught up on your bills and to be, without any debt and be liquid, because you're not earning enough money at a fast enough rate. And that's what you have to change in your life. So, you got to invest in yourself, because if you don't, you're going to continue to rob Peter to pay Paul, live paycheck to paycheck. And that's not how you want to do it. You don't want to struggle. The world is your oyster, and it's here for the taking. You can live anywhere on the planet. You can get on a plane and fly first class, or if first class is all booked up, you can charter a private plane for yourself for $5,000, maybe $10,000, depending on what type of charter it is, a plane, on the size of the plane. So, you really just got to get out here, and you got to bet on yourself. It all starts with you. It starts with you, and it's going to end with you. Even if you have a twin brother or sister, you were born one at a time. You came into this world by yourself. And when you leave this world, you're going to leave by yourself. You can't take anything with you. So if you're continuously going to work day after day, slaving and grinding, and not living your life, then pretty soon you're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be 60 something years old and your whole life will have passed you by. And do you want to just sit around and wait for a social security check for $1,500 a month? What is that gonna do? That's barely gonna pay your rent when you get 65. Actually, it probably won't pay your rent. They're gonna have to do some cost of living adjustments to keep up with that. But you know, Social Security may not even be available. So anyway, guys, that's enough. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I always try to bring you quality information. I'm always trying to enlighten people to get people out of this 9-to-5 economic prison camp so you can start living your best life, you know, going on vacations, having multiple cars, multiple houses, going to the best restaurants, wearing whatever you want to wear. You know, and if you don't want to wear name brand, I can teach you how to private label your own clothes. So sky's the limit. All right. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. Again, I'm Wayne McShay, aka Master Wayne, signing off.